Welcome to this spooky, spectacular edition of the Weekly Ring for Friday, October 27th. I am your host, Ebony Duell. The Professional Studies Division presents a talk on professionalism Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the GLC. Come out if you want to take your education to the next level. This week marks the last week for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yesterday, a breast cancer survivor spoke at ACES. Natalie covered that story.
Hi, I'm Natalie Facey outside the GLC, where Cassandra Cobbs will be speaking about her breast cancer survival.
After a while, I looked in the mirror and I realized, wow, after all those hurts, scars, bruises, after all the trials, I really made it through. I did it. I did it with God's help. I survived that which was supposed to kill me. So I straightened my crown and I walked away like a boss.
How did you feel about listening to the speaker talk today?
I felt like her speech was very, inspiring because my grandmother, she had breast cancer, but, she recovered from that, and then she had cervical cancer, so she got recovered from that too. So hearing her story was kind of like, it was kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, it was like a happy thought, and it was like more, inspiring and more like uplifting than sad.
I'm here with Alicia. What do you think about today's program?
Today's program was really informational because I did not know how the chemo and the process goes with breast cancer.
Do you ever think about getting checked up?
I think about it now because it's such an important thing to do, even though I'm only 19 years old.
Why do you think this event is important?
It's important because, as the speaker said, in the African American community, we don't always go to the doctor as often as we should, or we're not always as aware of certain illnesses or diseases as we should be. My junior year in college, I actually discovered a lump in my left breast that I had removed. Thank God it was not cancerous, but it was quite a scare. I'm in my college dorm room taking a shower in the bathroom and I found a lump. Years later, in 2005, I found another lump in that same breast, but fortunately it was also benign. I have 4 friends who are all breast cancer survivors, and it's just important because you have to do monthly self-exams. You never know when you're going to discover something, and early detection saves lives.
The program has concluded, but make sure you go to the Bennett College Health Center for information on breast cancer.
The Cultural Visions Art exhibit finished up this past Wednesday at Still Hall Gallery. Jakia was on hand to cover the event.
Hi, my name is Jakia McConey-Head, and I'm here with Diane, Britton, Dunham. She's a visiting artist, and we are at her art gallery right now. So I just have a few questions. So my first question is, how has your experience been at Bennett so far?
I've truly enjoyed being here at Bennett and interacting with the students here. This is an amazing gallery, and it's an honor to be a guest here. And hopefully I'll be invited back again.
What is some advice you would give to young artists, Black female artists in particular?
To be persistent, don't stop, don't become discouraged. Even if you have another job, a 9-to-5 job, if you're an artist deep down inside, you're never going to be happy until you fulfill that particular drive or instinct to be an artist. Just keep at it, stay persistent, and do it.
Do you think this art gallery is a good thing for Bennett College campus?
Oh, yes. I think it adds to our cultural understanding of who we are, and it provides an opportunity for us to learn about other cultures and places, and it adds to the character of the campus. So it's a wonderful location with great lighting.
Yeah.
So I think it's great for students to come here. And we've had a number of students to come here today to walk around, to ask the artists questions, and you wouldn't get that experience someplace else.
Last week, media broadcaster, producer, and friend of Bennett College, Soledad O'Brien, spoke at the annual Woman-to-Woman luncheon at the Corey Convention Center. Nyla caught up with her after her keynote speech.
We want to hear stories that are often missed by the news. We want to connect to each other through stories of loss and heroism and character and hope. Listen, I am completely biased. I am a storyteller, and I believe in the power of a good story. And I think it has the power to change the world, and I would encourage you all to think the same way. Empowering women is not enough. We must elevate their stories and let them tell their own stories and let them be the hero of their own story. Listen to their needs. Help them get put back on track economically. It ultimately benefits all of us.
What advice would you give to other undergrad women with pursuing this career?
Sure. So a couple of things. Number one, in journalism, it's all about writing. So write all the time. Your professor's right there. Torture him with your writing samples. Literally, you should be doing a blog. You should be videotaping stuff. You should be putting together stories and editing them on iMovie all the time to work on your skills. You can now. When I was starting out, there was no such platform, but now you can do that. So you have lots of opportunities to tell any story you want that you can shoot TV quality on your iPhone. So that's the first thing. The second thing is run around and find really interesting mentors. Start working at a TV station. Figure out what you're going to do this summer. Really network all the time. If you don't have someone that you know in TV news, as I did not, then you got to run around and say, hey, are you looking for an intern? How do I get an internship here? How do I do a day of shadowing you? Can I take you out for lunch? Can we just meet for tea and have an informational interview? You got to be really aggressive about it because you got to network twice as hard as someone who's like mom might be working in TV news.
Students, be sure to come out to Founders Day next Sunday, November 5th, and also come out Thursday, November 9th for the 2017 Graduate and Professional School Information Day Fair. Monday from 6 to 8, there will be a screening of Deadly Blessing. Screenwriter Matt Barr will be there to answer questions. Stay tuned for information on the screening location. Do you remember Destiny Collins from last week, who took on a challenge to try to lose weight by eating healthy and exercising? Do you want to hear from her now? Well, Destiny, can you join me? So, Destiny, you brought your scale. Would you mind stepping on it for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Dun, dun, dun.
OMG.
So, Destiny, you just weighed in. So, have you lost any weight?
I lost 5 pounds.
And how excited are you about that?
I am very excited, like super blessed.
And what have you been doing to lose these 5 pounds? Tell me about your journey so far.
Okay, I just started last Thursday. So Thursday night, I went to go work out. And throughout the process, I have been going to Walmart and getting vegetables and fruit, and I've been eating healthier. And I stopped eating around 6 o'clock at night so I could, replenish. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm tired. But I'm about to take a jog. I'm about to pace myself and run. And after that, I will go to the cafe and I will show you guys what I eat. But this is not so much of a big track, but I am going to start running in 3, 2, 1.
So I have one last warning for you guys. There's been reports of strange sightings of people around the dorms and on the rooftops of the dorms, and also a lot of strange noises also coming from the dorms. If you hear or see anything, make sure you contact us at Bell Media Group via Twitter. Also, I want you guys to all go to bed tonight, and if you see Freddy Krueger, tell him I said hey.